Well, we'll make sure that you go out with some water. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with a Star. Ek sien daar's 'n klompie nuwe linge hierso want julle ken nie protokol nie, né? Ek is nie impressed met julle wat die protocols ken nie, né? Because that means you don't watch the other shows that I've done online. I go live every Saturday morning and it's on YouTube. So please go and subscribe to my channel. The more people I have on my channel, hopefully soon I can start paying these guys and not just give them breakfast. Okay. Yeah. Now we're no klaar vir Jarrid. Okay. Normally what happens is Auntie Susie just welcomes the guest. So we'll hand over to Auntie Susie so that she can welcome the guest and then we'll start.
Ja, en ik zat met die van altijd tegen mij gaan. Als ik hier een vraag of vraag, dan denk ik, dit is mijn show. Zo, van mijn kant af, baie welkom. Dus ik kom in de koffieshop. Ik wil het zonder voor Jarrid en voor Vashti. Dit is een rechte naam. Misschien moet ik hulle... Ik wil niet mijn naam, ik wil niet zijn naam. Want dan heb je net meer van de kwaad hier maar die hele ik het ook moet zeggen wil je baie ja van hulle dink nog iets beter. Dat ek vorige keer gesê ek het maar versigtig om sommige mense in 'n blikbeker vir mense van geleer om 'n blikbeker te gee. Want ons moet almal swaar op gemaak. As dit nie se leer net word van die swaar daar. As jy dan by nooit vir my het gesê. Dus ek toe binne ek sien maar dit is vir 'n ding ek sê dat iets maar dit is hier so pragtig die aarde en dit is so pragtig en hy is my maar ek het eintlik met jou skool gegaan vir Jarrid. Ek was net hier maar en ek het my pas dit is nie die technology maar ja geval ek is so so 'n briljante akteur. Ek dink ek is so altyd van hulle. Ek bedoel hoe gaan 'n mens ek wil hê ons kinders moet kom jong mense moet kom en vir hulle en dit is waarom nou hierdie event geskep het ek gewoon vir mense wat jy ken die persoon agter die karakter. Almal van julle wat vir die eerste keer is, nie dat dit die laaste keer is nie. Ek doen 'n groot ding om hierdie event te ondersteun. So baie welkom. Nou het ek te lank gepraat alweer, nee. Ek sê nou amen, maar baie welkom. Ek wil so van nou altyd welkom sê. Omdat hy regtig moet doen om ons aktief te bring. Dat hulle net kan doen. Okay, in die woorde van die eerste ja, en dan sê ons baie dankie vir hulle harte so goed om te doen. Ons gee vandag dit. Ons kuier ons support met ons Facebook vriende wat kwaliteit. Ons is op Facebook met mekaar nie.
Dankie Auntie Susie. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, turn your phones off or on silent. Want as hy lei, gaan ek hom kom antwoord. And the way I normally answer your phone, yes. Hello, daar's niemand hier nie, is dit maar goed, jy het nie gebel nie. Op ek sê, yes. Jarrid sê ek moet sê, yes. Yeah, it's just a distraction and ladies and gentlemen, please take note. I am live streaming this. So at the end, you guys are privileged to get photos with these guys. Okay? Normally what I ask my audience to do is, please, you have a choice. Okay, when you take photos with him. It's my job to keep them safe. So when you take photos with him, Either they keep their mask on, or you keep your mask on. You have a choice. Maar as ek iemand sien wat sê, "Ai nee, maar ek wil gou my pas." Ek slaan vir julle. Ek het nie 'n bel saam nie, maar ek het 'n keer in die kar in. Ek gaan vir julle pak because I need to keep this thing. Bear in mind, this is our bread and butter. This. So if this is not well, we don't earn. Okay? That's number one. Tweedens, as jy na die gemakhuis toe gaan, vir die mense wat nie Afrikaans verstaan nie, die toilet. Ek sien jy sê oordelik Afrikaans groot gemaak nie, want dit is die gemakhuis hier. Jy na die gemakhuis toe gaan, jy gaan deur daai deur daarso, dan gaan jy slap regs, slap links en direk voor jou is die gemakhuis. Maar as hy besef is, dan gaan jy weer slap links en slap regs. Daar's 'n logiek in dit. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, for those that didn't understand me in Afrikaans, if you would like to use the facilities, you go through that door there. You go slap links, slap right, slap links. Okay, and if that one is not available, slap links and slap right. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that is here for the first time, let me explain to you the person behind the character. So that when you see us out in public, that you treat us with respect and dignity and not go, my head will not happy, because that actually irritates me, you know, and I've been in the industry for over 30 years, you know, and I am fortunate enough, I can do what I do here and go, hello, excuse me, if you cannot treat me with a bit of respect, sorry, I don't want to take a photo with you. I can do that. But some of our younger actors is in awe, firstly, that you recognize them. Secondly, they don't know how to handle people that come up to them and treat them like crap, you know, and they just want to go like, okay, let's just get this over and done with. And I want to get to the point where we, within South Africa, start treating and the Will Smith, because seriously, julle gaan nie vir Will Smith gryp aan by arm en sê, kom pas selfie nie. Okay? So that is the main reason that I started this. But also to show you that we are normal human beings. We have got our catch-ups. So currently, you guys are just a fly on the wall. Ek is hier om op te catch saam met my Tommy. My Tommy, like I said, even though they call me Uncle No, we are friends, you know, and we are just catching up, and you guys are just fortunate enough to be here while we catch up. You are fortunate.
Very convenient.
Okay, you are fortunate to be in a coffee shop where we are. That's it. Okay. Now before I start asking them questions, there's two people that I need to mention, and I'm sure Clarissa Jacobs is watching live, and Clarissa actually said something this week on Tracy Lang's question. Tracy Lang put on a couch, a bench, and her question was, if you could sit on this bench and talk to someone for 1 hour, who would it be? And people went like, oh, my late dad and my mom and Clarissa Jacobs. Clarissa, jy maak my hart so bly. Clarissa is in, it doesn't say spoke in Bloemfontein or Pretoria areas. Sorry Clarissa, ek het dit nie reg. Maar Clarissa said, I'd like to sit on that bench with no whistle door. Now, for people here, we know. Me. And she said she would love to sit on a bench with me because she watches my show every week. And every week she learns something new. And she said that she is sure that within that hour of just sitting with me, she would learn so much more. So Clarissa, ek wil vir jou sê baie dankie dat jy kyk ek waardeer dit diepte van my hart. And then it's also my Buddha so verjaardag vandag and I'm sure he's tuned in as well. He's all the way in Romania. So Mark, I'd like to say happy birthday. He's 59. Is he watching? He's most probably watching. If he's not watching, he's somewhere in the mountain. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Happy birthday. And then to my online viewers, welcome. Welcome. It's another Fox opinion, but that's okay. The nice thing about the online thing is they can go and watch it tomorrow in the day. Or you can share it. But I have to like make sure it's there because Kiki, this is my first double bill. Like, ik wil dat je er 2 mensen maakt. Ik kapot. Now I don't know where do I start. Do I start with you, Jarrid, or do I start with her?
Well, you start with the first thing. This is actually our first time that we've ever been on we've never been interviewed together.
We've never ever been up alone. You've got the first interview.
Yeah, this is
We
the first time. I think that's it. We've never.
Misschien moet ik zo maar kijken net even oud heen. Vela, capela.
Hulle sal altyd sê, okay, hoe stap vir Vashti interview of hoe stap vir Jarrid interview? En vra net vrouwen reactie. But it's also lekker wat ek hou nie van, this is a special, this is special, so we don't really want to get involved with too much television stuff,
No. This is like I said, it's catching up and die Susie voor die Susie. Ik kan over van die confidence story. Normally when I do the confidence story, dan vraag ik vertel van mij vraag op deur en so en dan verdwijn ik die Susie. Dan hier te kom by because I give my audience an opportunity to ask you.
Yeah.
Dan kom aan die Susie, dan kan ik die Susie krijgen en dan krijg ik die Susie. Nou, ik wil niet die paas van het allemaal, alle klagen ze aan die sturen. So now I make it a point
that you claim to have
Malibu
Ice, yeah. When I was at Malibu Ice for about 3 years and then I left the country, New Zealand and I choose to go to the community. I support a lot of my but I get the thing is also I don't know with my age and schooling much work.
Wait.
Ja, ik heb gekregen.
Was the work acting work?
Yeah.
Okay. And so tell us a bit about that.
No, but here's the thing. If you normale, I think high school was probably in my old schooling, high school career, I probably physically sat in school for a year.
Yes.
In my old schooling career, high school career, I sat physically in school for a year. Because we still have to big and I traveled and so it was, I don't know if this occurred.
So if you're saying that you were working,
Yeah.
so where did your acting career start?
My acting career started just so so schooling was pretty much Bella Private and in Malibu. That's pretty much my schooling. I get even sport now. I really didn't. I didn't actually look at schooling.
But
I put it in the class.
can I just say, Uncle Noel, someone that doesn't like to be one of the most knowledgeable people that I know. He knows so much.
But that's what we do. If we don't like school, it's because in school they are not teaching us what we want to know. So then we go and we learn.
I told you that he acquires so much knowledge. I feel like he watches a lot of documentaries and he watches reads a lot of articles.
What's Jacob Banquet's how it's made jet skis, don't it? Yeah. Weet je hoe wordt candy floss gemaakt? Ja. In fact, als je mij nou een candy floss machine ziet, dan maak ik de beste candy floss machine. And because it's just increase me. Ik wil hit. Als ik voor mijn vrouw, hoe wordt de kaart gemaakt?
Hy is
Moenie vir my vra.
kan doen nie. Ja.
Moenie vir my vra om mekaar te maak.
Maar ek weet as
Jy 'n kar maak en ek sien jy maak verkeerd. Dan gaan ek ten minste weer
Dit
sê.
is like
Hallo.
Hallo.
Dit delegate.
Ja, ek is die flow manager.
So, yeah, but I mean, like, that's the thing. So, ek was maar, wat was die ander vraag nou? So, my acting. Acting started when I was in primary school. And the weird thing that we say altyd vir Vashti, ek, my ma en my familie sal altyd sê, they can't believe that I speak so much now. That's a weird thing. I couldn't speak. Like, the only people I spoke to growing up was my mom. Maybe my brother and my sister, but I was, ek het gepraat en that's the weirdest thing for me. My oupa het my genoem Donja. Hy gepraat aan my al die tyd, maar there was no response there. So hy gepraat en staan ek net. That's everyone.
Jy was nie bang vir jou oupa.
Nou, ek was nie vir my oupa. Hulle my roep gaan ek maar ek praat dit nog.
You know, we must grow up with that respect. You know, we respect to elders. And sometimes it's to the detriment of us as human beings. Because we were taught, you know, respect. You know, no matter what, no matter how they treat us, we have to respect our elders. You know? So when as iemand wat 2 jaar ouer dan jou is vir jou roep.
Ja. Jy weet my oupa was ook maar old school, you know, hy was baie old school. Hy kom ook maar aan
Kita rotangka.
Jy weet ja. No, I've never seen my
You didn't even have to take it out, you just knew.
I started seeing my oupa net teen op sy laaste, you know, so he was quite calm. Maar hulle sê was baie streng geweest. You know,
Okay.
but I guess at the time, you know, in the 50s and the 40s, that's just how it was. I think at the time, you know.
Yeah.
So hy het my altyd gesê, Domja, tot vandag terug nog van die kop dan. En hy kom van my oupa.
Ek voel jy net die ander day
Ja, hy Domja, dan yes, dit is.
Haven't I outgrown it?
No, but I love it. It's a very special movie to me.
That's because it comes from the grandfather. Nice.
And so that's the thing. It can go separate, but then in my primary school years at Ballot Primary, it was myself. You know, I was very quiet. I didn't want to do much, but to get the 5 in sport, I didn't get it. I'm like, that's easy. I don't know how to get it.
And no gym.
Why wouldn't so kind of buy sport this year into in men randomly in center 5 that's you to I took part in a play that we sis Susan was a book called The Stories and it was a set book and it was a bunch of people like other homeless men so food and played it and the whole show it. And my entire school, I think, also was blown away because this kid was just like, you know, Charles Dickens, you know, I mean, all of it was, and we made over, I mean, like 11 times, different countries. So it's a very prestigious kind of opportunity to get to make all of this, you know. Because I don't know, I think the first process was, I don't know, they went through the normal way of finding an actor who could, you know, young actor, like 9, 10, that's kind of the age group of people.
Yeah.
Like push. And I went the normal route with agents like they usually do. And look, only the beginner actors, they can carry the form to the huge, the audience must follow you. But you can never get that. So they then, I mean, went through that whole process, probably didn't find anybody, they opened it up in schools. So they had an open audition, national, countrywide open audition. And they did all the tours for like 9 months, like all over the country. Like just going to more and people come and audition and do things and then they came up short. Then they went to government and they said, hey, give us a list of schools with in the country. Every city, I think they gave a list of like 200 schools in the West End. And my school, my primary school was I think 97. like, hey, what's your name? What's your favorite school? Your basically simple. I mean, it's not the camera for camera, and that's what I did.
The standard.
And 3 days later, I got it all.
Wow.
And the rest is pretty much it.
And then it became
And I've never really looked back, and I've just kind of, anybody that had an opportunity to go and do something else, because I've just been, it must be this money deep, Except I always think about it like, what's your degree? I could do it, probably a rugby player on the side, that's fine, that. But also I've got a very keen interest, a deep interest in biology.
What I would be if I wasn't an actor.
Yeah, but you're a rugby player. Number one.
And no wonder he came in like
one. Rugby player. But biology also.
So I think we need to have a serious chat with the school. Not the Thomas. Who do you want to play?
So here's a weird story.
A weird story.
I was part of the academy, the Stormers and the 9 Academy. I was very much.
Another new shock. Vashti, do you want a pen and a notepad?
Maybe
Yes, make notes.
You should have
I was part of the academy. So I look, I was hand of my medal.
And you thought about it, and then Monkey Productions came and
7
told you.
7 years ago, I thought, I made a bad mistake. So it was 5 years, like 4 years from thinking that I'm very happy with that. Because the journey is long, the journey as an actor is long. A lot of money in a short period of time. But that's not the thing. I really love what I do now.
I suppose he's the only actor that makes money. maybe if I was a child star.
He's directing now, so.
No, but the thing is this.
Ja, die ook wat julle moet by Complain na julle se mintie van 'n kapre. Complain by hom, my Complain.
My story is significantly shorter.
Okay, jou storie. I said, no, let's first go to Vashti and I'll come back to. I'll come back to what. So, Shane,
Like I spoke a lot now.
you didn't give birth from your man.
You speak a lot, but actually, can I just say, in our time together, I used to speak. But when you get to that speak, they just shine.
It's the throwaway.
You see, it's because he didn't speak much. Now he needs to catch up. So tell us about the amazing one.
You can now. Okay, so I was born and raised here in Kale River. Been here my whole life. My family comes from the Buffalo and the Elsinore Field and Miss Lewis one day, but I was born in Kale River. My whole schooling career was there. Not my whole schooling career. Actually, I went to primary school at the Kalen family, which some of you are from, I'm sure you know where that is. Joined an international choir, a type of children's choir, and then I got to travel in grade 5 or 6. I got to travel to Wales, and I got to experience some of that part of the world. Then I went to Stellenberg High School, specifically because I also wanted to join the choir there. Yeah, Stellenberg High School. That's where I did my whole high school growing in Stellenberg, and then I went to America, and I graduated 5. We did some competitions there. And then I ended up at Stellenbosch University where I studied drama. And then straight from there I ended up in psychosis, which is actually such a blessing because in Uncle know a lot of people when they hear that you are into the performing arts and they hear that you want to go in the other performance direction, anything that requires the television or the radio or whatever, they always vouch for a person because we know that it's not like Hollywood here in South Africa, it's not like everything is, it's a difficult industry to get into. But it was a blessing for me to straight out of varsity, get into psychosis, and have this solid job that I've been in now for 5 whole years. I'm so like blessed and happy about that. And you just know that,
I think it's also like this kind of thing. The people, I don't think I know study drama. They pretty much immediately went straight to a permanent job.
it was
Have you?
so
Have
good
you?
for me.
Yeah, very
It was,
interesting. Eh?
I did not appreciate them. And for me at the moment, I am so amazed at the leaps and bounds that the industry has made, especially with people of color. You know, back when I finished college, take my background Kazakhstan, what else? I always say to people, when people say to me, you know what, you take rejection very well. I go, because, when I started easily, especially like from September onwards, when it's our international season, where everyone comes and do ads and movies and what have you, get that happens in Cape Town, you know, you would run easily 4 to 5 auditions a day, six, 6 to 7 days a week, easily, and the the possibility that you would get one of those jobs that you went to audition for a month is 1 out of 1,000, maybe 1 out of 10,000. Because these guys used to go around the country, go and audition, and die buitelanders het geld. Hulle het 'n klomp geld. Hulle gaan Joburg toe en gaan audition hulle 20,000 mense. Dan kom hulle PE toe, audition mense daar. Durban toe, audition mense. Pietermaritzburg, Bloemfontein, Pretoria, hulle like work their way down. By the time they come here, you are in the line with like easily 20,000 people for one job, and they only need one person. You know, so our time was for people of color to get jobs, especially lead jobs that could sustain us was extremely tough. So the leaps and bounds in industry have come to where someone can walk out of university straight into a nice role and be there for 5 years.
but then again, I don't know. The thing is that I didn't go through that process of. I'm not saying I don't think anyone voluntarily wants to go through the process of rejection. In the city, I've heard it's tough. So I don't know. I don't know necessarily what I wasn't taught in that process of having to hustle as an actor, having to find your way, going through a dry period. Um, I don't know what that could have or could not have done for me. But I'm just saying I was blessed enough to, just get a job immediately. And especially after the auditions that I had such a weird audition. I thought I have 100% killed my way to the industry. It's time for me to go study something else. And then they came and they told me about the role.
That is exactly what we were looking for. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and then it was completely different when they started shooting. Because, okay, I'm saying, you messed it up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved it. And then he played it with straight.
Yeah.
They were like, no, that's perfect. It's what we're looking for.
I remember when they called me, I was like, don't lie. I didn't tell my parents for 2 days that I got it over, but I thought they were going to call me back and say, we actually started to make mistakes. I didn't tell them for 2 days. 2 days later, I told them. They were like, why didn't you tell us? I was like, I had to make sure that this was
This is
real.
the kind of stuff she does.
But we need to do that. Too excited about that. I
And,
know that feeling.
and truth be told, I almost didn't, because I was so scared, I almost didn't take it over on paper. It was like, I don't have any experience in TV. I didn't study media. I didn't study film acting. Zero experience. Just, playing for the stage. And then they told me that I'm standing in front of 3 cameras, and I thought, you. I'm not going to take the job. Sorry, I'm not going to take the job, but I'm so glad.
Are you gonna panic if we decide to like do like 20 candidates?
I don't know. I mean, I have to get used to see. I can get used to,
There we go. There we go. That's the important part. And I think we as an audience, we know that you will.
You also know.
Yes, because otherwise we wouldn't have Danny on TV and we wouldn't go. We can't know we are because currently people are saying I share my crazy. Maar dan fokus hulle nie eens op my loskom. Ek moet kom kwy, ek weet nie mense wat my vra. So now we're gonna get back. Now we're gonna get back to the crux of the matter. So you've gone through your career with regards to performance, and currently ek moet nou your job title ek kry daar explain that. Besides the fact that you play Bumpy, and I think you play Bumpy really well because die mense bly vir my sê vir Bumpy sy nommer is op. So ek het vir jou gesê jou nommer. Ek het vir jou gesê die mense kyk my pad. Kyk die pyramid koho is. Kyk like moet die pyramid na very fly. Thank you very much. Kyk ek gou net vir jou sê nou hoor luister. Sê nie daar vir hy Bumpy na. Sy nommer is op. Nee. Because we have never had any interaction on the show. So nou staan ek en ek gaan. Now I will tell you that I also do Sarah Sakai. They sent me a text, like they gave me a call for Sarah Sakai. One day, right, and it's like, yes, I'm going to Sarah Sakai, and let's give my side. In every side, sing again my character name because my character's name is Pete. Ek sing my character's name besides it. My sing a Bumpy da. No? And ek sing, okay, Bumpy is good, but dink ek so daarby en ek sê ek's nog goed wat Piet sal sê. Maar Piet feature nie. Miskien is Piet maar daar background hulle miskien guilty gevoel. Ai, jy nou dit lang pas van kan nou gebruik. Kos jy maar so bietjie dan kan hy ook sy mond. So now I'm like ek gaan into series directors met legal. Say legal my. Nie nou, hulle het 'n mistake gemaak daarso. Ek weet nie, miskien as jy skryf woord van Sarah se geheim die mekaar toe hulle Bumpy daar gesit. As die Bumpy nie, as Piet. Daarom weer. So, nou kan jy mense nou praat mense saam met my oor Bumpy. Hy weet julle nie maak dit dan was, né? Nou dan sê kan hulle nou vir Piet hier in drink. Hoe kan hulle daai doen? Moet ek nou twee characters speel? Ek weet nie. Jy weet? Nou, as die mense dan wil praat oor Bumpy. I have no clue talking about. Wat jy akteur se naam dan sê hulle. Man, hoor weet jy? Hy man is hy klou van. Dan sê van. En dan sê iemand. Alan Pakkie. Hey, of hulle sê. Now the strange thing is they know Jill. They know Jill. They don't know her surname. They know she plays Maimuna, you know. So then they will say, I was saam met Jill. Of hulle sê, I was saam met Maimuna, dan sê because even when I was a quester, I never had interaction with Jill's character.
Yeah.
You know, the only people that I had interaction with was Abdul and Denise.
Yeah.
You know, so you ask these questions and you're like, oh, what deeper are you? Then I go, oh, are you talking about Jarrid? With you. But say now, Mr. go out, go and learn with exercise. So that when you talk about a character to me, then what you can say, you know, he's a Jarrid man. You know, I in Pompi. I still from Pompi, I have good luck. What? Well, I think when we see that, I will say, you see the Jarrid, you can find everything up, I take it. Won't be like take it. So now I want to give the title to it. No? You are script dialogue. Look, maar let ik het gezien voor het aan de appetite dat je doet language. Yeah. So language supervisor teaches that, yeah, and dialogue coach, performance coach, director. Yeah, so I've noticed they say trainee director. So you in training to take over and what? Because I can't talk about that. No. I'm just that's like the yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's always the future. Yeah, it was it is to come and into on production. And I want to say that one a production that I went in to go and mentor on and give some advice on the dialogue and the script and stuff like that. Has won the best short film. Address Unknown. Oh, Address Unknown. Yeah, I saw it last time. So Makana, the yeah. Anyway. No, Jarrid is was the producer. But I showed. I will get to a name. I probably can't go no. So it means yeah, I think for me it's also I don't know. Like yeah, I've always said this. I love acting. You know, this viral journal I spent too much time and too much years of highs and lows and completely walk away from acting. Mm-hmm. But there were times and there's still times I think, man, it's worth it anymore. For me, like nobody really knows this. Besides, Vashti and my family. I don't know my family. But it's one of those things we kind of weigh the pros and cons, Mm-hmm. I love what I do. I think I've solidified my part, in terms of the industry. Mm-hmm. That'll forever be there. Yeah. But I have a very deep passion also, to be a filmmaker, and that's the future for me. Is filmmaking. I want to be in the business of filmmaking. I've dealt with the business of acting. I always say I'm an acting business. That's me. That's my business. Yeah. And that's the thing that we need to teach our actors. The business is a business here. Yeah, we can work as actors at the same time. It's a big business. Yeah. You need to know how to handle that business. You can't blame them because we're not taught that. You look at the standard in the States and in Europe and UK, there's a complete division where they teach these actors and these directors the business side of these things. Yeah. To sustain yourself. Yeah. To have a sustainable career, whether it be writing, directing, acting, filmmaking, producing, whatever the case may be. They teach you this. It's a very, very they take a lot of pride in making sure that if we make a star of someone, you got to give them support. And they give them like teams of people to support them. But we don't have that here. So what you do is you have to teach yourself that. So the man leave you go, okay, cool. Yes, that's what I want to do. So how do you get that? You need to really, you must have a really I want to say like a groundedness and understanding of who you are and a vision. You want to get distracted. So that's where I'm at in my life now. For a future, my future is filmmaking.
But can I just interject that I think because Jake grew up in the industry from such a young age, I feel like he has such an advantage because he not only knows the acting side of things, but I feel like because he's very observant and he's very curious as well. So something that is really an advantage to him is the fact that he has grown up in the industry, so he got to be around these people a lot of the time. And I feel like from that part of his life, he acquired so much knowledge as well as fuels is, the desire is now evident.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I don't know, man. I've got a film coming up. I've got a film coming out next year. And I'll talk a little bit about that.
That you directed?
No, that's acting.
That you acting in?
Okay. But I mean, the thing is also, so right now I'm quite like, cool. I love acting, but I need to put in the same kind of effort and time into my filmmaking journey that I did with my acting. And so with that comes a lot of sacrifices, you want to make your own table, and you want to create your own table, so that you can also pass on knowledge, like the people knowledge on for us.
Now,
You know.
this, ek sien my vrou sit daar ver aan die kant. I have mentioned this, and I always say, thanks for joining us, guys, because you missed everything that Jarrid was saying. Did you hear what I said? He says that his mission at the moment is to pass on knowledge. So he's in the business of, he wants to go and make movies. So I have decided that right now I'm going to share something with you. Take my boss. and I'll tell you why she is my boss. Okay? My wife and I started a company.
Oh yes.
And I think I can, babes, can I mention the name of the company? All right. Yeah. Okay. The name of the company is called the Nino O Foundation and Consultancy for the Arts.
Oh wow.
It's better like
It's about all of the arts. Okay. The arts, I've said this so many times here, the arts needs to be regulated. Like they do in the States.
Yeah.
Like they do in the UK. Like they do even in the place where we have the oldest film industry, and we're talking about India. It's regulated. And we don't have regulations.
Yeah,
We don't.
not for the actors, there's regulations.
Yeah, there's regulations in terms of certain things, but within a whole, there is no regulation. And so the long-term goal is to get the arts regulated. Regulated in a way that it protects all of us.
Oh man, that's really awesome.
But also, part of it is to make sure that we pass on knowledge.
Yeah.
We need to pass on the knowledge that we have acquired over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, over my 30 plus years, 35 years, used to be that. My 15 years outside of the country, learning things and getting to know things, we need to pass it on. Of course, that is why I am such a strong advocate for the younger actors on set around. I didn't have an Uncle Noel when I was young. So I'm glad that I can be an Uncle Noel now. And I'm hoping that hopefully in another 10, 15 years time you're going to be an Uncle Jarrid and Auntie Vashti. Woo! Oh, those younger ones. Yes. So when you're talking about wanting to do the movies and stuff, it's things that we need to sit down and chat about.
Yes, no, and that's the thing, because I'm in the process, I need to, I've been behind the scenes for a couple of years now, also in the on screen. Because it can't be gun jump, there is a system can't
Need to go through it.
So I hear you. I mean, when the time is right, then I just got to step away and do my own stuff. we'll make really upset and we will have a nice mood for him. I tell you this, it's important to do that when it's just, it's nice to work for other people, but yeah, man,
Sometimes we want to work for ourselves.
you done good,
We want to create our.
No.
I'm pretty sure that you are the same. We are born creators.
Yeah.
Like I think for you it came at the point where because I've been thrown in the limelight at the age of 10, 11, you know, grade 7, which is grade 7, grade 8. Standard 5 is grade 7. Standard 5 is grade 7.
No.
Sorry, en my dae het ons nog 'n stap aan en 'n stap hier.
Ja, ik heb nog wat aftel gehouden, dat zie je nog altijd met toe.
Maar jy het gepraat nie. Hy praat dan net nie.
That's actually, yeah, in marketing, ये गाछ का प्राइस के लिए फुल रनिंग का सिस्टम हाथ पर है.
Yeah, but I think we have this need within us to make other people happy.
Yeah.
You know, whichever way it is, you know, we are born entertainers, you know. And like you said, you've sat so many times, and believe me, my wife will tell you. There's so many times where I sit and she can see that my cup gets over the time because I just go into life space. And those are the times when I have the same question: did I do the right thing?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What? Maybe if I did something else, I wouldn't be not having food on the table, and worrying about where my rent is going to come. But I think we are born entertainers, and it's always good that we are born entertainers, that we have that passion within us.
That's why I think now that you must be so at that student life, and you rightfully. So I always wonder, like, what would that feel like? If they could know it by the thing.
So we're going to know.
I feel like
Wait a minute, I will go. You see, I don't know if it's that I go like, hey,
So it's a movie where I own but hey,
yeah, I can love my
your mid giving
filmmaking. Can I put it down?
that's crazy.
Maar dat is maar geen no politie te gaan.
Crazy dat super dik gaat en dan heel veel.
Why?
In elektrische dan kan we kan net aan de accident dat dit was. Dit was hoe ik kan in lecture weet ik kan in student niet. Almal die ander is student. Kan jy net oor stap en hier begin ek klas hier oor 'n ding dat ek van met dit. Ek gee net klas ons doen net soms so miskien so 'n philosophy klas of psychology klas, né? Ek kom ek in en dan praat ek met my groep. Ons confused. I'm a student now that I hulle kan ek sê ek hulle actually maar daai psychology professor aan nou gepraat oor en die lekkerste ding is jy net sien wat gaan dit wat waarvan ek praat. En I praat anyone so dit daai classic moment in class en wat ek praat. Ek begin praat oor iets en dan praat jy praat en dan sê anyone en almal
Ik is daar.
ek ken jou.
Ja, nou, but I think, yeah, ik woon nog altijd doen woord zo. I don't know if I can think was the master dining, but it's something I wonder always. I was wondering this man, so the commissioner they can use the word. This is
But I don't think anyone is Maybe or prepared for uni.
Well, what,
I mean,
what is that?
were you prepared for uni?
No, I wasn't. For me, it was just a natural next step. In fact, I didn't even think about whether I wanted to go or whether I didn't want to go. It was just the thing to go. And I mean, I really, especially for performing arts, I really don't think that you need a qualification because it's got to do with talent, it's got to do with instinct, it's got to do with your ability to connect. And those are the things that you can teach people or you get what I'm saying? I mean, look at Jay, for instance. Jay didn't study, but he's one of the best actors in, sorry, just my opinion, one of the best actors in South Africa. And like, I don't know, should I be there too? And that was without the university, that was without the qualification, you know. I feel, and I'm saying this just purely on my own opinion, I don't know who's out there listening, but sometimes I feel like you get to university, especially in the performing arts, and these teachers train you, it's almost like you walk in there, a branch with suckies and leaves on, and you come out there somewhat of a log, you know, cut and, you know what I'm saying, cut and
Wow.
shaped into very specific.
Wow, what an analogy!
So I wouldn't always,
I never thought of it that way.
yeah, I mean, I think I feel like university in the performing arts teaches you technique, it teaches you a bit about history, it teaches you a bit of methodology and all of that stuff. But you don't necessarily need that for no money. I mean, somebody could have tried to miss out much in terms of that. Maybe like the student life of walking in the street, you know. That yeah, but you did a lot of that from the school to the high.
Excellent, right? But you then yeah, we know about your story.
But I'm 51 now, you know.
Yeah, no, look, we all know.
I have a glass of wine now.
Oh, no.
I love that.
No, but now,
Wow.
it sounds like I'm an alcoholic too.
Not, no,
I just love a good time.
Kijk,
I think we all do.
ik ga bij jou zeggen, ik aan mijn jong daar. Look, I'm going to be totally and brutally honest. Daar was hier. Wakker geskrikket en gedink. Hoe ik in die
Yeah, nah, I was so.
you know. But like you know, it's things that you go through in life.
For growing up again,
You know, as long as it doesn't become your life,
yeah.
you know, that you live for that. I mean, currently, like I said here earlier, I drink whiskey now. I'm a drink. Yeah, but I enjoy a good whiskey. You know, because for me, I am no longer at the point where ik drink brandewijn, met coke, het proe lekker, let's throw it down my throat, let's have another brandewijn, with coke, and gooi it down my throat. No. I now sit with a glass of whiskey, and I can have a full conversation with only one drink. The same as I prefer a good glass of red wine. You know, these people that will say to me, you must have a find out, and then I see how they drink white wine, and then
You're
I'm
quite
like,
full. I like that.
yeah, you know, but we acquire new things, and that's what we do. Yeah, that's all right. You know, like audience members know that. Yeah, but these are you know like Vashti said, you know, there is things that I think some actors are just born with it. They are born with that talent to just be amazing. I mean, I look at some of our great actors that have stepped into the industry in their 50s and 60s, you know, that have never gone for drama training.
Yeah.
You know, I think James Earl Jones as well came in his, I think so, in his 60s. You know, and I mean, you know, I'm with these James Earl Jones.
One of the most,
You know,
I mean, in such a short period of time, it's just killed it.
yeah, you know, there's so many. Sometimes, as whoa, You know, I always say to people when people go crazy and gaga about those stars, especially the American stars, you know, and icons within the industry, and they want to go like, ooh, you know, don't you one day want to be like a Denzel Washington or like a? I always say you need to realize, and here is a prime example. You need to be at the right place at the right time, in the right moment, in order to be able to say, someone goes, we want you. We are going to take you. We are going to take you on this journey because you are the right person for us. Um, I mean, Charlize Theron. No? It's when people say to me, but don't you want to go overseas and become like Charlize? And I go, she was lucky. She was. She threw a tantrum in a bank. And luckily for her, the producer and the director there was people in the bank that went, Peggy, worry, call me son. You know? And I think up until the time that before she did was a monster, she was struggling to make it. And like within the industry, there is so many of us, you know, trying to fight for that same slice of cake. You know, that if you are lucky, you are lucky. You know, and 99% of the time, it doesn't matter where you study. You know, because there's obviously the argument between Stellenbosch and UCC. You know, hoe het jy van Stellenbosch? Kom ons gee vir jou Afrikaanse projekte. Jy van UCC, Akawi, and you can use all the American stuff, you know, or rather the British stuff. You know? But it's like crazy for me still when I go to auditions and they go, can you do a British accent? And I go, yeah, I can. I'm currently doing a British accent. And they like that. And they tend to go like, but no, the British don't speak like that. And I go, no, hello, I lived in the UK for 15 years. I should know better than what you know that have never been to the UK. And especially things like that, you know, I tend to want to go like, you know what, have you been to the States? Have you been to, you know, it's only us here that worry about, got to sound exactly what I am, and it's got to be done in exactly what I am, and I'm like, no.
I think on the topic of like Vashti and I to study from art, filmmaking, or the level of credibility that comes with it. So it's not like don't go study.
No,
you can study.
Go and study.
But it's also it just makes it slightly easier. Not easier. So like, oh cool, ik heb daar een beeld mee. Of met je gaan zwart.
Yeah. But I think it's like you typical. Like you the conundrum.
I would always tell me tonight I'm starting to use the course.
No, I tell people go and join a drama group. So that if you join and especially like community drama groups, you know, because there people don't have money. You don't get paid to do anything. So people are willing to
join the church drama group.
You know, share their knowledge and stuff like that so that we can get that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also like you said, there are certain aspects of the art that we are not taught. You know, you find it out the hard way by being in front of a camera or being on stage. You know, it's like when I speak to people about certain terminology that we use. You know, people think like,
guys, it's so weird. We actually have a whole language, almost set language, like across the board, like universal, like biodiversity. It's quite hard.
But speaking, I think it's really that, you know, that jargon, that grammar, performance jargon. I think learn at the university, I learned to stepping on subjects and listening to other people. And so this is the point that I was trying to make concerning for instance, it's not I would say go, but it's not entirely it's not a train smash if you haven't.
Like when someone says to you, okay, Vashti, your focus point is, and you're like,
What? I mean, I've literally, I don't know
So
what
like
I thought.
the standard stuff
When I-
people now is 3 to 1 action cut, guys. But the so intricate, the biopic is what gebeur.
can you check the word?
Yeah.
I remember when I started registered and they told me, okay, you're gonna have 3 cameras, camera A, B, C, and then they were like, okay, you're gonna square up. I was like, what are you talking about? What does this mean? They literally had to show me, okay, you're gonna come stand, shoulder to shoulder, and then use all of the terminology that you gradually get to, that you become okay, you know what you get used to. Ooh, it's good, it's glory, but it's nerve-wracking when you come there and you're like,
Now, you've formally been trained. You're a stage performer. All right. Now, can you imagine all the technical terms that the backstage crew uses?
I can't even begin to imagine.
That you know that like for 15 years, I worked at the theatre in Wales doing sound, lighting, set designing, set building, lighting designing, all of those things. And bear in mind, I'm completely colorblind.
They really have to know. Is it?
I cannot see color.
Yeah.
I
Okay, no light.
don't know why we need
I am completely. I can see white shades of gray to black. I always say I'm the original 51 shades of gray. Because they don't believe that I'm colorblind.
You're colorblind.
I am.
Actually, I could use my husband when I was a white person. Yeah, it's like no idea. There is levels of gray, levels of white, but it's a really memory of numbers. Okay, I don't know. It's actually
So when I do a lighting design, I sit with the director and I say, okay, so talk to me. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? Have all this conversation, and then I go with numbers because all your gels is numbers.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So the 306, the 306 to 309 is red. Then you go into your blue. Then you go into your green. So 319 is blue.
The gel.
The gel. So you learn these things, and if someone says I want a bit of a misty look, then I go, okay, well, the last time when I used the 319, this is what happened, and the director was very happy with that. Great. And then obviously then we went over to start to use LED lighting, which we're using now.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough that the buttons, the LED buttons that we use, had 5 colors in it. So you have your RGB, which is red, green, and blue. Now with red, green, and blue, you can technically create any other color that you want, right? But our buttons had RGB, then it had an open white, and it had amber in it. In order for your LED lighting to create exactly the same concept or color scheme that you could do just with gels and tungsten. So I used to remember that. So you would allocate your colors when you program it into your lighting deck. So your red would all be a number.
Yeah.
Your blues would all be a number. Your greens would all be a number. You know, so it's like a kind of fun wiki, now bias. Okay, so I learned that if I put red at 30% and I put white at 40% and I add blue at X%, then I get a color that someone says, yeah, that's the effect that I want. So I have to remember numbers all of the time. So when I sit in front of a lighting desk, I will say, okay, let me program the lighting desk so that I know exactly where everything is. So that when the director sits next to me and I say, all right, they almost know a pink haze there. I'm trying to, that's my blue, that is my this, that is, and then I go, you tell me when you have to look at the then I, and the nice thing is, with the lighting here, the moment you say, I like that, I press record. Record. So it's in the desk, and if you say, can we go back to that? Yeah, no problem. And I go like, hey. So yeah. Even when I'm wiring a plug, a normal plug, you know, I work on shades of grey, and I know which shades of grey needs to go that way, and which shades of grey goes that way. And then I go, oh, that's a draft with 3 shades of grey in that. Well, I can in the middle. Like 3 shades, kind in the middle. So, yeah, really interesting, and they could do that. I know. Yeah, I know. It's solid. Yeah, it's actually really important. Yes. Yeah. I should actually be technically the strange thing within the UK. Yeah, dan praat hulle van they very much about disability and recognizing people's disability, and they need to make space. You know, and you can there's certain disabilities that you can get a grant for and help for. Then say they own they are complying with the regulations because they are employing someone with a disability. Yeah. Think of like, you can't sing. You can sing. You can be fluency. Don't worry, there's been someone my colleague that asked me one day, and Shane, he's one of my favorite persons within the UK. He was also my IT guy. He started his IT company at the age of 16. You know, and he's doing amazing work. In fact, during COVID now, he was refurbishing. He was asking people to donate laptops that he could refurbish and give to kids so that they could study online. You know, that's what his company did. And but he came to me one day and he said, so no, can you see? Yes, Sam, I can see. It's called color. That's the difference. I can't see, you know. But my vision is starting to go with you. But
But I don't know, you were born to Capricorn? And then how did you go about like picking out your own clothes and stuff like that? Oh no,
the manager.
I used to my kids couldn't understand because I used to just go for grades.
Okay.
And so my kids slowly but surely started introducing color into my life. So I have got there's a picture on Facebook the other day where I was wearing a baby yellow. Because my daughter that in the UK, she would say, no, you look too bland. So I bought you a jumper. And I'm like, like a cheese. Wow. The thing is, if my brain is introduced to a new color, it literally goes like, hello, what cut no one. Because I can tell you what is yellow because of the shade of grey that my brain has been associating with that shade. So I would say to you, that is daai randjie, hierso voor my, ek dink it's clear. But the shade that I'm seeing in my head is it's yellow. Okay? But I cannot appreciate the color yellow. So when I'm driving and it's like autumn and there's like these various colors that yellow means so power dan gaan ek gaan en dan sê ek mooi met die countryside en ek gaan like
You know, you were just saying, why boy, why boy, why boy?
Ik ben net Oscar en David. Baya Moya! Baya Moya! Yeah, Baya Moya! But it does get, so I cannot, but when I experience like something new, that's like a new color, and then I need to register in my head. So I will ask my wife, babe, what's the clear stuff? And then she'll take me, oh, that's the first orange. And I go, okay. But I can see the shimmer, you know. So sometimes I see a gray with a shimmer in, but it's a totally gray. I gray, pati gray.
Okay.
Yeah, later, man. But yeah, later, we just quickly want to check if there's any questions. If you have a film, okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
But Alfred has just said, Jarrid, it was so fantastic. They just really discussing everything, details, yes, details, young people, no, take any chance of young people.
Maar ik heb een tier. Oh, man. Ik wil niet.
Daar is jullie baie emosionele laaie maar die normaal is ja ik kan weer en alles is maar en dat draai ons as kinders en het maar hoe affecteert het as dit affecteer hoe aanwaan kita.
Dus baie ek het ek van dit nou so ek nou nie ek op jy daar kry. Dit is I don't think I really knew it depths for big man. Maar ik was niet bang voor het. Maar I don't know. It's often was I don't really get carried away with the particular. Ik groei te staan tot. Ik geloof dat onze baie relatief te particular. I do think though to it the storyline from a week as a good to it to over to the next year. You can upgrade and you remember that?
Yes, I remember.
It's electricity in mind.
Yes.
In my electricity man. It moest het doen, man. Ik was nog.
It was
I was
reality.
contractually, was ik firstly contractually bound. Ja, maar het is door belangrijk. Ik heb geniet om die karakter te spelen. In die levels van, die wordt daar te maken. Dat wil ik daar geniet. En dan zei ik, ik moest obviously, the balance van that love and hate relationship with the characters so that because we need to keep it there. And if you do it then, man, it won't last. It was not effective. Because but if you find that, I issues, the book will die, at the shape of some of that, but I mean, I know that. And if I said to a chief, man, like, I don't think I feel doing this, but it's going to do it. And I thought, man, I wonder how those topics going to fit. But you're banging. You still, I wonder how they're going to take it. But I'm not going to shy away from performing. That's number one for me. I'll go short and perform. I don't really get too involved, but if the time, and the thing is, when I do stuff, I intentionally do stuff. Because I know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. I genuinely do. What's going to make them angry? What's going to make them laugh? I really do. I'm going to laugh. You know what I mean? So I really do. And so I don't shy away worrying who the public is about. But I think I have a very, I have, a lot of stuff that I do is I have intention with whatever I do in the performance. a lot of intention there, and there's a lot of comfortability with that intention. But with that storyline was I knew where I was going to go with it and how I was going to do it. But it didn't.
Yes, I remember Jarrid telling me many times when he was doing the storyline. Because, of course, was something that was, I mean, gender-based violence is something that is so hot in our country at the moment. And I think for Jay, I remember him telling me a lot, oh, I don't feel like you must do the stuff that my character is saying, you must do what my character is doing. But I think he did such a good job with showing up for the characters, despite the fact that Jarrid maybe, or that Jarrid doesn't agree with the actions or the words of his character. I think he did a good job with showing up for it, giving it 100% because it's still a reality that you as an audience needs to see and needs to know exists and needs to create conversation around. And I remember him saying as well that he just wants to be done with speaking, shake it off, be done with it.
That's the thing. I was like, finish it, done, and I never want to play this character again. I was like, I never want to. I said that from going to the character feeling. But it was interesting. I think we should confront both methods,
Yeah.
And I always say we need to be confronted by our storyline, and that's what we have as actors, as filmmakers. We have this very big responsibility of shedding light.
Yeah.
And also forcing the audience to be confronted with certain things. Kaya lang lahat build up, that boring.
Yeah.
We gotta shake you up a bit.
And allow you guys to start conversation amongst yourselves. I mean, I believe that in these stories there's a lot of healing that can come from it. People get to confront their past, people get to confront their present. And like you said, we can always just make it off, we can always just show you the good times, but it's very important to reflect the very real part of what goes on in life.
I think part of the question there was, once you do it, and that we can go very deeply into character when we sometimes play. Like I look at Bradley when he gets very emotional about his son, or even Craig when he has to play an emotional scene, Roberta as well. You delve very deep to get to that character. And I think part of the question is, what do you do to let go? So for me, it's like, and that's a weird thing because I'm also getting now, especially the actors. The actors are like, how do you shape? What do you do to change yourself? I go, like I just done. And I sit out with much, I just go in and I come out. That's me. I can go so deep into my the liver, it can come. I find it and I go. And once it's done, I'm like, how was that? Was it good? Cool. Like, I don't cleanse. I don't really have I don't sit in things. I can't even sit in. And I come up on my ma, it's not that you also hear from forgiveness and you have to deal with things. You can't sit with things, And I use that unbeknownst to anybody. I use these values and my teachings, whatever I do. I mean, I've been lucky. I'm so blessed. I'm honored to have gone to places and playing real life characters. Very few actors get that opportunity and I can't pick it up. Real life characters, and that's a big cost on someone. I mean, you got to play someone who is life. So how do you do that? It comes from being still. Still is you have to have such a groundedness about you and understanding of who you are as an individual. And not get carried away by the noise, but those living nonsense. Don't be fooled by that. You have a deep passion for what you do and understanding of what you do. You can go in and that's just that's funny thing.
Yeah.
I don't really get lost in all that thing. I just have really deep passion of what I do as an actor and my responsibility as an actor. And I can never I don't think I'll ever betray that. That's the big thing for me. Always I betray.
So ek wil nou net sê, julle verstaan nou, Jarrid, that's Jarrid. Pompie is op die TV. Julle gaan met Pompie wil skel? Sit daar in julle huise net, skel met julle TV. Maar moet nie met hom skel in die party, want hy van Pompie daar geloop op die TV. I wanna, hey,
Kopranto.
Yes, yes. Yes, Pat. No, diverse. I will say this, it was the English woman. No, because my master was in died. Yeah, if I went to lost. Nothing that helps, but that's for my buyer freedom systematic. Kijk, kom eens van zijn plekken af, man. You know, ze ging te staan en dat levels met die addicts. So, je krijgt functional addicts, mensen wat snelle kennis kan krijgen. Een week van die andere functional. Ik weet niet mensen wat betekenis. Die kan niet zo naar, dat wel een stuk niet zijn. En er zijn ook mensen wat in het woord verloor zo. It was placing, it was most of a place in Baba said, but the people ethic was there. I was a worst case scenario, you know, and just made so recently. So they gave me a little bit of freedom with like, because you kind of be interested in that, oh, but you've never been in, don't you understand it? And so ik zie het, ik familie, you know, ik was op daar in wel eens dezelfde tracks van maar ik was nooit daar. But I've seen that deterioration in mensen, you know. It's what I'm always like, and you see just complete destruction in like just physical. So you get followed by it, and I mean the makeup artists had a vision, they really did. Ik heb gebied is, ik heb talk, oh, I said talk, I don't need to talk. It was a combination of the vision of the makeup artist, maar ik heb het bij je voor dat jij kijkt. Now, maybe now, so it was the timeline. You know, so we had to use makeup to help us with timelines in terms of showing the deterioration when you like, you know, when they dice. So that's makeup and how they and the vision that the makeup artist has, and also just put a little bit of mind on it. Guys, what look at them
It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan.
Yeah. Ik denk hier dat we in de suit zitten dat ik denk, misschien ben ik waiting.
Whoa.
The camera.
I don't know something about this white that is very
Everybody enjoyed it. I mean, you follow us to our careers and stuff like that. Of course, no, I think we have.
Muni sprang van diamond.
Hey, my friend, hello, watch it, right?
Hallo, die mensen wat allemaal naar Wesley en Leroy te trouwen toe kom. Ik word gestopt in die middag van die pad en gesê, ons kom ons naar die trouwen toe. Wat is trouwen? Jou kind se trouwen. Wat is kind? Dat is dit. Die kind daar in Londen en dan besluit van trouwen. Waarvan praat jy weer? Dan moet jy Okay, julle soesting. Ek het eers genooi na die trouwen nie, maar julle soesting.
Just to answer the question, I mean, I mean, a lot of stuff that I've done before, but it's not people haven't seen that. I think you get money. So, that was by a year I got verschillende te doen en I just became but I do have a film coming up.
We will see in a different
But it's still in the different role, and I think it's also a nice thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
Still full of fun and a lot of energy there, but it's completely different from the stuff that I've done in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So, by like the things in like maar dat is level skills.
Ik wil gewoon net hier Die laatste vraag kan ik hierso vat. Okay? Kijk nou. Aan die Susie, wie was dat die Susie is? Ek het nie veel kyk nou nie. Julle twee, wat daar sê, ek kan kon nie van 'n vraag hier na TV. Hang aan. Hulle ek kan nie vir almal invat nie because bear in mind. Okay, let me make this clear. Bear in mind. You guys had your breakfast yet. Ons drie het nog nie breakfast nie. En ons moet breakfast en hulle moet 12 o'clock hardloop. So en julle wil van sê. So maak julle mind op. Wat wil julle hê? So quickly, question here.
I can say it's more than a request and a question, and which we actually you are playing more. I don't watch TV that much, but I've watched you in the particular. So as a male model, as you do these movies, engage more in these cycles. Because you're putting the actor in and you look like a violent type of actor. And people, they go into that character and they actually pick you up as someone as violent, but they don't see the Jarrid. So today we read the Jarrid, the soft, the guy is really there for, playing the actor. And I can just imagine how, in fact, your personal life is. And I would really wish you could do something. As actors, we get so involved with our survivors that we need to secret. We need to go home to a family meeting, especially in a while. But you need to do it because although you've grown up with the key factors of what your mom taught you and giving everything, but you need to do it. One day, at a certain time of your life, something will happen.
I hear what you are saying. You are not asking a question for me, and I am time is limited for me. I get that. We are here and hearing you.
Just a little bit more engagement as a
Of
matter
course. I think we've done it, I mean, off the phone, I don't think character skill. But I do, I think to Vashti quite recently, I was just like, actually do. Yeah, but that's not because of the character. In my personal life, it does happen. What I was talking about him was the one character. That's fun too. That's all fun. I go to work and I have fun. But when it comes to my personal life and that kind of thing, absolutely there's got to be a huge time. You know what I mean? And that is very important because you can only handle so much. Vashti is a very good example of that. She really is big on just kind of taking care of yourself. She is a very good example of that. So when I see that, man, that's fabulous. And so what I was saying to the gentleman over there was just regarding acting.
I think
that's all it is.
I think
when it comes to me, absolutely, yes.
There's a difference, and this is what I said right at the beginning. You need to understand there's a difference between me, Noel Wistendorf, the person, and Uncle Bradley that you see on TV. And like Jarrid has said, we stand in front of that camera and we play. We play. It's a job for us. It's like you going to work, working in wherever, that's your job. But when you leave work stays there. You don't take your work home with you and sit it in your woensdag in en dan kom jy by die huis en dan haal jy jou werk en dan sê jy jou man, kyk jy, maar hier is die papierwerk wat ek vandag moes gedoen het, kom sit hier saam met my en kom ek wys vir al die. You don't do that. The same with us. And people, and this is why I started this, because people look at that character and they believe that that is us.
And the thing is also, we need to understand, and I get you, because we do it. Me personally, I've gone the characters that are quite deep and psychological and mentally do have a certain level of, that demand a certain level of psychological kind of shifting. And what that does to the body long term, I don't know. So it's very important for me. But I don't think I did read characters, I enjoy going playing, but I think it's very important, and I agree with you, just to be big, and that happens for me.
a role model, as a male role model, because we have so little of it. When you do these character and when you do these kind of, engage with it more often, yes, because you got a lot of followers,
Yes.
you got a lot of impact into people. So make use of it.
Thank you. I will. I'll keep it. Thank you very much.
Wat Auntie Susie? Okay, van ek 'n vragie.
Thank you for the stories you are telling. Right? Our days, our evenings, our weeks, ons het nie sommer eintlik saam. Ons kan ons relate met die stories wat gespeel word. Die tyd wat gedoen op aansluit. Ons is 'n checklist vir the family waar ons nou even die kinders, die relation to our children, our grandchildren. Ons is 'n competition of use of rugby. Do you remember? Our friends like us.
Oh wow.
Instead, my click over another because thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Okay. Auntie Susie, kan Auntie Susie kau ni dibedank sana pergi.
Okay, so it's really fast for us.
Okay, Auntie Susie kan. Okay, Pak Auntie Susie, kita kan semua vraag. Ik kreeg dezelfde vraag gevraagd, Auntie Susie. Als dat iets wat ons niet van weet. En ik wil net zeggen, jullie krijgen die venue van Liefde en dat is net voor 8 mensen, want ik heb mijn vrouw komen voor. Oh, am I doing the MC? Okay. Oh, I don't know if I want you to begin to do it. I'm all like, looking for the throw. That's all. It will be a stand-up comedy. No. I'll get through, okay? I know. I'm not going to get through. Auntie Susie has to be. Right now, you're going to talk to me now. I'm not just joking here.
Kalau siya gusto na sa ITM na rin
Ik praat met jou niet. Hij vat al mijn lijnen. Jullie nou, ik heb jullie wat jaar daar. Kijk, ingaan. Ik heb net je lijn gehad. Jij lijn. Kom iemand, Angelo. Dat ging niet meer aan lijn. Neem toe, hij neemt toe, kom maar. Angelo. Dat ging niet meer aan lijn.
Every time now comes in.
Stay on my line, stay. I'm literally going every day. Jarrid, ik Last time we wanted, I said, Jarrid,
So we did the line.
you can net we line you can line up.
Ay, yan na.
No, I'm gonna know your line up. So yeah, I do have those moments, but we always
love, yeah.
we always have someone here, you know. And Vashti I met when I went to do sex with her, but she sang in the Tigerbird Children's Choir with Wameni.
Yes.
Wameni Luke.
One minute.
And he Wameni Luke lived directly opposite my late father-in-law. So I knew Wameni very well, and I've seen her perform in the choir. Yeah, they used to do this amazing thing where they used to stand around the auditorium, and they would sing around you, and it was like one of the amazing experiences ever. And I always say to myself, you know what? If I've got so many shows in my head, and that moment that you guys created is a moment that I've got planned for the show that I've got in my head. At Hankom.
Also, yeah, it was that we have already made some, the violation, I don't know, sometimes when we, I have a very, I've got a strong love for the public, and it comes from what I enjoy doing as an actor. I tend to not shy away from the public and kind of engage with them, and I think it's very nice to have that feeling as an actor, because a lot of time as an actor I was into I wish you made to buy a Rangi Yellow, and thank you for supporting our shows in it was for Bharat, and I think it's very important that we support our shows and get involved and engage as a public, because at the end of the day, we also quite dependent on as a public, as an audience, that we can carry on making these shows and stories. I really urge you to continue to do so, even though we're going through a very critical time with COVID-19, so that stuff. But I think in order to keep our industry alive, we are very dependent on this at the moment. We get funding and all that, but I think whatever little bit just can do to kind of help our show, whether it's watching a movie, and we have a movie out now, Barakat, we give you a little effectively. Please do go and support it, we're very good friends of ours who produced it and directed it. We also shed some light on the Muslim community. So go and support and thank yous. We make this with this in mind. All the stuff we do is with this in mind. It's all a big part of what we do in the entertainment industry. So from my part, Vashti and anybody else that I know who are filmmakers and actors, thank you very much. We appreciate you. And we look forward to sharing more stories with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, that's gewoonlik the moment where I say to Yusuf, thank you for what you do. Thank you for giving your time to me today. Thank you for the inspiration that you are to so many other actors, or one of these actors or aspiring actors out there in our country. Thank you for entertaining these people. There's a quick little moment that I want to share with you guys about this man here. And it's got to do with him and my wife. Ons is by Oscar. Ons is daar vir die fiesta. So ons nog kon gekan het. And so Jarrid knows me, and he knows Uncle Noel, and he knows my wife, and he knows that of me. En ek is buitekant, want mense wil vir skryf. Lang daar staan ons mense en vat and Jarrid sees me, and ek groet en maar ek staan nog so wanneer het so fout is. Dis voor COVID, so ek kan nice and cozy my gestaan het met mense. And the next thing, we have the after party, and ons is as acteurs by mekaar kom en ons after party dan. heard you were here. But ik heb van no. No gezien aan de kant en ik wil hem nou gaan klappen. Maar hij staat daar met de andere vrouw. En ik denk, wat gaat hij aan? Wat gaat hij aan? Wat is... Wat aan? Wat aan, Pita? Wat gaat nou aan? My wife just came to me and she said to me, I'm just going to say to you, because Jarrid's got my back. Because like, maar ik heb met Jarrid. So yeah, so Antinita always says, Jarrid has got my back. That's good, thank you. So, but I want to thank you guys. Thank you that you took the time to come and join me here for breakfast. I know you haven't had breakfast yet, but these people here will tell you how was the breakfast. How was the lekker? Hallo, waar gaan we jullie? It's like asking someone, so how was Jarrid for women? I was quiet. How was the breakfast? I'll take you one skunk. Thank you all for that. We love it. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, as you can see, we've run a slight bit of time. So, ik moet dat laten zien, né? No. We can give it to you as a takeaway. Yeah. Shall we do it for you as a takeaway? All right. We'll do the breakfast, and I'm gonna give you. Munoni. Now we can take the picture. Let's take the picture. Yeah, but I'm trying to say, take it as a lower family, but no. Take it as a lower. Take it. Say muto no ne. To ek was by cousin was like. Take Suma ditui raya. Kok suma yang kira apa tu? All right. We'll take pictures outside. So that it's also open. Yes. Next. Right. You have to go right. Oh, I was on by a radio station. If I can bring you guys around and see you. Single field, I'll let you know when. I'll have a check with you guys. I'll have a check with them and see how because I think they want me to maybe interview you. Right, okay. Yeah, I'll let you know. And my thing is, when you do something like that, we do them and we don't I don't know people. I just don't like it. Okay.